It seems that you will come again next time. Lu Ming smiled. You can leave your contact information. I will calculate based on your highest record of 99 seconds today. If you are first, you can come and get 10,000 yuan next week. The middle-aged man wanted to write, but felt a little embarrassed. If you're a man, you can hold on for 100 seconds, but you can't even hold on for 100 seconds. Are you embarrassed to write? Receive an award? It doesn't exist. I don't want a reward. How about letting me experience it again? The middle-aged man said with some reluctance, I'm almost there. Really, just once is enough. I'll replenish it for you later. Really, I can get through it once. I don't have any objection, but... Lu Ming spread his hands and pointed at the people watching outside. Ask them. The middle-aged man turned around. Only then did he realize that at some point, the door of the store was already surrounded by people. They were looking at him with evil expressions, and he was about to beat them up. Boy, you have experienced this for a long time. A big man said with a ferocious face. That's right. A young man curled his lips. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Why are you pretending? I can do it. The middle-aged man's face turned red. Just wait, I'll go back and get the money. After that, the middle-aged man left in a hurry. Who's coming next? Lu Ming was very happy. I'll come. I'll come. Everyone participated enthusiastically. I'm waiting in line. Someone rushed in. Okay. Lu Ming arranged the illusion for him. Everyone who has experienced the scene with the middle-aged man knows that this is a very simple illusion, but it seems to really improve the reaction speed. So I have a little more patience. Then, they experienced the various fruits that came to them. Once. Twice. 3 times. Come again. Come again. Come again. Experience again and again, sprint again and again. 96 seconds. 97 seconds. 98 seconds. 99 seconds. Most people are stuck here. The reason is simple. Lu Ming set up a highly difficult explosion in this place. The speed of the fruits remained the same, but the quantity increased, so many people hated this place. Certainly. The difficulties set by Lu Ming are not really difficult, but give you a feeling, as long as I work hard, I can pass it. I just made a mistake. If I were a little faster, I would be fine. If the last second ended faster, this second would be fine. Most people have this mentality. So, Lu Ming watched with a smile. After they reached their limit, they were unwilling to leave. As a programmer in his previous life, he was also a game maniac. He had many titles such as Zoologist, Dead King, Passionate Guest of Yan'an, etc. It would be too easy to make Fruit Ninja into a difficult game. Boss, can I buy it? Someone suggested. Generally, cards will be sold wherever you experience them. Not available for the time being. Lu Ming shook his head. As you can see, the number of cards I produce is limited. Once sold, I'm afraid it will be sold out by one person. Do you know what other people will think? Swipe. Rows of gloomy eyes stared at him. The people who wanted to buy cards just now were scared away. He. Lu Ming smiled but said nothing. The reason why he doesn't sell cards is actually very simple. There is no encryption. Encryption is a technology in card making. If you control encryption, it will not be that simple for others to copy your cards. Unfortunately, he has not learned it yet. If the cards were sold now, it would only take an hour and every store nearby would have them. What's so good about selling cards? It's not like now, when rows of people pay 100 yuan to come here to experience it. Lu Ming giggled. He was sure that today's performance must be particularly good. Afternoon. Some people came here after hearing recommendations from friends. But not everyone is a fool. Some people soon realized the problem. In this way, why does it feel like falling into a trap? Especially since he just spent $1,000. Is this really useful? Someone questioned. Come. Lu Ming asked with a smile, let me ask you, how long did you last for the first time? 20 seconds. The man replied. What now? 98 seconds. The man said. Oh, that's amazing. Lu Ming praised, and then said, look, has the duration become longer? What do you think is the reason that allows you to avoid so many fruits? The man looked at Lu Ming's approving eyes and blurted out, because the reaction speed is faster? Correct answer. Lu Ming was very satisfied. Think about it, if a person has a particularly fast reaction speed, these fruits, is it easy to escape? The onlookers nodded subconsciously. Yes. If the reaction speed is fast enough, all the fruits will be destroyed naturally and easily. Why couldn't they pass? Apparently the reaction speed is not enough. Remember, you can persist longer if you have a faster reaction speed. Lu Ming said earnestly, of course, if you think the improvement is not obvious enough, let's put it another way. If you are following outside, the enemies are fighting. What's being shot is no longer fruit, but a hidden weapon. Lu Ming gave them a hypothesis. Hiss. Everyone took a breath of air. Isn't it? If it wasn't fruit, but a hidden weapon. They were frightened just thinking about it. Think about it carefully. Can you shoot down more hidden weapons? Even if you are not a warrior, if you don't shoot them down, does that mean you can dodge them? The longer you persist, the stronger you will be. Lu Ming concluded, and everyone agreed. It seems to make sense. The young people who were skeptical at first were also convinced. Then, let's go on. Lu Ming looked at them with a smile, who's next? Me. I'll go first. A group of people were eager to try. Lu Ming smiled happily. And at this time, the shops a few streets away naturally noticed this scene. They knew very well what kind of business Lu Ming was doing here. There might not be a single person there for a month, and they even bet on when this guy would go bankrupt. Counting the time, it's almost the same. So, there was a huge crowd in the morning, and they thought Lu Ming had started a clearance sale, but according to the news they received, that didn't seem to be the case. Lu Ming seemed to have made a fantasy card to experience it. Originally, this kind of thing was not worth paying attention to. After all, Lu Ming was a small one-star card maker, and he was still just getting started. What kind of threat could he pose? Threaten with a one-star energy card? So they didn't care at all, but this situation lasted all morning, and the crowd there was so crowded that it hadn't even dispersed yet. There are some problems here. Go and see what's going on. Some store managers asked their men to go and take a look. However, it took them 2 full hours to come back, and they actually said they couldn't get in line. Yes. Can't get in line. This incredible answer. The only thing they brought back was the horrifying content on the poster and the feedback from the onlookers. Cultivation card. Increase reaction speed. Fruit. 99 seconds? Is it true? Some people didn't care, while others had solemn expressions. Later, some store managers or card makers went out in person and decided to go to Lu Ming's store to see what the heck was going on. 100 at a time. Preliminary estimate, the number of times I have experienced it today has been thousands of times. The surrounding shops really couldn't sit still this time. Originally, I saw the bustle over there and didn't pay much attention. After all, this kind of fantasy new card is all based on your own imagination. Occasionally, there are 1 or 2 good ones that don't make much money. I never expected that the profits here would be so terrifying. 1,000 times, isn't that 100,000? What on earth is Lu Ming doing? They were a little frightened. 100,000 a day, what is the concept? So amazing. Quick! I must know what happened. Qian Xingcai, the owner of the Yeezy chain store, looked solemn. Let everyone in the store go there. No matter what the reason is, we must find out what happened today. They said. Yeezy chain store is the largest card store in Qingming City. It must not be compared. Boss. I can't wait in line. The clerk said aggrievedly. The boss was a little speechless. Are you stupid? Do you have to go in person? Those who have experienced it will not go to them. Purchase their information at a high price. I think they are very willing to do this business. Now. Another card shop nearby. Interesting. Old Qian acted so quickly. Zhong Chun, the owner of the Chunping card store, was a little surprised. Yizi Cards is the flagship branch of a brand chain store here. It belongs to the Qianglong suppression realm and has suppressed the original #1 pure cards card store in the country. Powerful. Rich resources. Logically speaking, such a large card flagship store would not care about a mere small store. It seems that things are more interesting than I imagined. Lu Ming. Zhong Chun knocked on the table. Follow those who follow ye. Whatever they do, you also do. In addition, let's investigate whether Lu Ming has been in contact with any illusionists in the past 2 days. Yes. No one knows that when the popularity of Lu Ming's shop increases, the entire downtown street is also undercurrent. Countless pairs of eyes are staring at this place. The higher the reputation of Fruit Ninja and the more terrifying the sales, the more they need to know. Nothing else. The profits generated by this card are amazing. What is the concept of profit of 100,000? A top-notch Samsung card is nothing more than that. But now, Lu Ming actually did it with a small 1-star fantasy card, and even created a phenomenon-level sensation in this downtown area. What does this mean? If you control this card, you control your money. Especially for Qian Xingcai, manager of the Leaf Chain Store. That idiot Zhong Chun can only look at Qingming City. This card can cause a sensation here, and naturally it can also cause a sensation in other places. If I get this card clearly, submit it to the headquarters, and popularize it in all branches. Qian Sheng became a little excited just thinking about it. He is determined to get this card. Follow us, the next episode will be even more exciting.